Hey Soul Searchers, it's your girl Souls and it's Weigh-In Wednesday. And let me tell you, I was gonna do this whole thing where I was gonna walk in nature and reflect on my weight journey. But I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. We gained weight and then we lost, okay? As I mentioned, I took a hike and it was about 4.8 miles that I ended up going this day, and it was really just a great reminder of just how much I am in love with the body that I am creating and also the abilities that I do have. I really want these videos to be movement, to be about something more than just stepping on a scale or taking measurements, and that's what this is, Soul Searchers. That's what this is. So yay! Switching to a plant-based whole foods diet is no joke. All right, we're doing our best to eat clean foods. Your girl been snacking. Your girl been eating out. It's been rough. But what your girl has been doing is keeping a plant-based diet. It's the little wins. It's the little wins. I realized I was taking on too much, too fast, too soon, okay? So here we are. And we're so much better. We definitely went up in weight. So if y'all should see it on the screen, but we went up to like 276. Are you kidding me? At first it was like, 275.3 or something. I don't know what it was, but you'll see it on the screen. And then it was like 276. And I'm like, ma'am, wrong way. Wrong way. It is directly linked to my eating habits. I already know that for certain and for sure. Your girl gotta get it together. Your girl gotta get it together. We were going through it. It was definitely a low moment, and I want to do better at recording those moments. But I was in shock. I was in a state of dismay. I was bamboozled. Like, what? Why? What we decided to do when we went up to 276, we were like, bring it back. There are a couple of things that added to this. I wasn't being as consistent on my physical movement. And I wasn't, eating the best for a second. Meal prepping saves lives. But then at one point I was just like, I don't want to eat what I prepped. That's the downfall, because when I don't feel like it and I don't have anything at home, like an emergency meal is what people call it, your girl will be in somebody's drive-through. And I was doing all plant-based foods, but was it really the best? No, it wasn't. We learned from that situation. We have emergency foods. And by emergency foods, I mean things like Impossible Nuggets. I also, again, don't know which foods that I really enjoy, which ones I don't. It's been a while since your girl was a vegetarian / vegan for a second. It was like 2 years, but back then, even 3 years ago, there wasn't as many options as there are today. When I was really sunken into being a vegetarian, that was like over 10 years ago almost. So the options have drastically changed as far as how you can get your protein and how you can get mostly your protein, and also uptick in fiber, which is another thing. I wouldn't say my eating habits before were very fibrous, but apparently being plant-based, you're very fibrous. You're taking in a lot of fiber. My stomach hasn't been the same since. So that's been an adjustment. Whew, I'm like, maybe lower the fiber. I wanted to up my fiber because it gets all the stuff out, right? But, maybe I can lower it just a little bit, a lot of it. I can lower it a lot. your girl's stomach been going through it. That's the transparency, y'all. I wanted to film during that moment of me being shocked that my weight went up, because it was like a drastic up. I know it seems like only 2 pounds to y'all, but before I started recording this journey, I was maintaining the weight that y'all will see on the screen. I was maintaining that 271. That's where I was. That's where I was living. Okay, so to see it go up to 274, then 276, I'm like, wrong way. Wrong way. Come back. Come back. We're back on track. And it feels good. We went on a long hike. We went on a long hike. I'll show those numbers on here too. It was like a 5-mile hike. It was great. Got a lot of stuff out of my system, you know, and we're getting our physicality back on track. Movement every day. Come on, let's go. It's not over yet. We're still doing this. February is setting the tone, you know, and I figured this is how I'm going to kind of break it down. So this month has really been about focusing on my eating habits and getting out of meat, right? And transitioning to plant-based. Next month is really going to be focusing on my physical fitness and creating a regimen and routine. Okay? And then the third month is going to be me sharing some of my favorites, because I've been discovering aspects of, you know, food that I really have enjoyed. Some surprising recipes that didn't kill me. I didn't die. They weren't disgusting, you know, and some things that are disgusting. They should not exist, you know? So I'm excited to share, you know, from that big grocery haul that you saw last week, 3 things that'll probably help you make this a little bit easier than I'm doing, okay? Because I've already done this work, but it takes out the guesswork in case you want to like stick to it harder, faster, whatever it is that you desire for your goals. That is getting a personal trainer. I've already had a trainer. I understand, you know, it's really about consistency for me. I do know what works for my body. I do know the exercises that it thrives on. I do know how to break it down by day of what I'm strength training and what cardio I need to do to really make this work, which is why I'm supposed to be doing at least 30 minutes of movement a day, because it's my baseline. And then I add on strength training and all of that to it, because I have a strength training program that I've worked out with former trainers, and also just because I've been doing this for a while, so I just know what my body responds to, right? We're sticking to it for 8 weeks so we can make sure that it really is doing and targeting my body the way I want it to. But that's a me thing. You thing? Maybe getting a personal trainer. Second thing is getting a dietitian. That might be your key, okay? I have gotten a dietitian. I've had one before. I actually had a black dietitian that specified in sports eating and diabetic eating. Highly recommend. I think dietitians are really great. Nutritionists are also great. They're a little bit different. Dietitians are certified. Nutritionists can be certified too. My nutritionist was working with a lot of diabetes patients, so we were just talking about what I would need on a day-to-day basis. My dietitian helped me develop meal plans, and we kind of talked about the emotional aspect of my eating as well, and not just the eating itself, right? My nutritionist told me the things that I need to adhere to my specific needs and my specific body. So that was really great and informative. The third thing is you might want to get a sleeping aid or get tested for sleep apnea or work through your insomnia, whatever's holding you up from getting that 7 to 8 hours of sleep. It could be kids, it could be a husband. You never know. So I take magnesium glycerate. I think that is excellent as far as a source. Always check with your healthcare professional, because I am not one. So check with yours to make sure that these steps are right for you, because they might not be, right? There's some negatives to overtaking magnesium glycerate. It was actually suggested to me by my dietitian. So that's why I started taking it, because before I was taking melatonin, and I was taking extra strength melatonin, and my dietitian informed me that that was not the right thing to do. So I switched over to magnesium glycerate. I do not take it every night, but when I really feel that insomnia, I do take it. Working through it, we're getting there, making strides, leaps and bounds. Okay, so those 3 things might help you get some better results for your weight loss goals, because I'm thinking if you're here watching this, then you have some weight loss goals, right? Soul searchers, it's you and me. Don't gotta lie. You don't gotta lie to me, Craig. So we're in this together, and those might help you versus what I'm doing, which sometimes feels like a hot mess. But we know what we're doing, and we've done all the work. It's really just putting it together and staying consistent, and that's why y'all hold me accountable, and I appreciate y'all. This is my weight loss check-in. I did my measurements. I did step on the scale. Those numbers are there. So I'll see you all next week. I hope y'all been enjoying these videos. If you have, give it a like, subscribe, share it with your friend who is also trying to lose weight with you. We're losing 100 pounds. We're technically down 2.3. We're gonna try to maintain that and go even further in the next 2 weeks. So let's do this. I'm so excited. Y'all see how excited I am? So hopefully the next 2 weeks, they say it's good if you lose 2 pounds a week. If I can lose an additional 2 pounds in 2 weeks, I would be happy. But if I could lose 4 pounds, I'd be really, really happy. So we'll see, okay? We want to see 260 land. I'm ready. Y'all ready? We ready for this. We got it.